Rutherford's planetary model of an atom is failed to explain the spectra of hydrogen atom. What is a spectra? Why we have to depend on spectra to identify the structure of atoms? Before going into these spectra, first let us observe the properties of light. We all of us know, if anything is not visible to our eyes, what will you do? Suppose if I ask you to search for a thing in a dark room, what will you do? Tell me. Yes, we'll take a torchlight and we'll focus the light to search that object. If this light was fall on that object, and when it reflect back onto our eyes, then only we are able to identify that particular object. So, suppose this duster is visible to our eyes. It is visible to my eyes and your eyes also. So here, what is the role of light here? Suppose if I put off all these lights and close the doors of this room, the room will become dark. In such cases, you don't know whether in my hand it is a duster or a textbook or a chalk piece or something else. So, if it is visible to our eyes, the main function of light here is, the light is falling on this object and reflect back to my eyes, then only I was able to see this object. Similarly, while observing the structure of atom also, light has its role. So let us observe first the properties of light. Properties of light. Light. Light is nothing but an electromagnetic radiation. Light is an electromagnetic radiation. The generation of this light is due to the vibration of a charged species in magnetic field or vibration of a magnet in electric field. This light will be generated because light is one form of energy. Energy is in different forms. In the form of heat, in the form of light, and so many ways. So light is one form of energy and it travels in a straight line. This we call it as a path of the light. Along the path of the light, these electric and magnetic fields will distributed like waves. So these two fields are similar and perpendicular to each other. See, let it be the path of the light. This is the light. So if it is the path of the light, so here you are finding some waves, wave-like structures. These are the waves. So here, if this structure indicates the electric field perpendicular to this field, this is perpendicular, this one, if you tilt like this, perpendicular to this field, you have a magnetic field. Magnetic field is also similar. Both are similar, but they are perpendicular to each other. See, but they are perpendicular to each other. So the properties of light will depend upon the distribution of these electric and magnetic fields. For example, here it is a wave-like structure. Now here the distance between two adjacent waves This is one wave and this is another wave. The distance between these two waves are these. Or the distance between two adjacent similar points. This is said to be wavelength. This is said to be cris and they are said to be troughs. So now the wavelength can be defined as the distance between two successive cris or two successive troughs or two successive similar points along the path of the light is known as wavelength. Wavelength means along the path of the light, the electric and magnetic fields are distributed like waves. So the distance between two successive similar points along the path of the light is said to be wavelength. This length may be the distance between two successive cris or to distance between two successive troughs or the distance between two successive similar points is said to be wavelength. This wavelength is denoted with lambda, inverted y. This wavelength is denoted by lambda, inverted y. And this wavelength is expressed in angstrom units. 1 angstrom is equal 10 to the power minus 8 centimeters. 10 to the power minus 8 centimeters. This is said to be wavelength. Or sometimes it may also be expressed in nanometers. 1 nanometer is equal 10 to the power minus 9 meters. 10 to the power minus 9 meters or 10 to the power minus 7 centimeters. 1 nanometer is equal 10 to the power 9 minus 9 meters or 10 to the power minus 7 centimeters. So these are the units to express wavelength. So light is one form of energy. Energy may be in different forms. Light is one of its form. This light is generated due to the vibration of a charged species in a magnetic field or vibration of a magnet in electric field. This light will travel in a straight line. Along the path of the light, this electric field and magnetic fields are distributed like waves, and these two are equal and identical but perpendicular to each other. This is known as properties perpendicular to each other. So here the wavelength means the distance between two successive similar points along the path of the light is said to be wavelength. Those successive similar points may be the distance between two successive cris or the distance between two successive troughs is said to be wavelength, and this wavelength is represented by lambda or inverted y, and the units to express the wavelength are angstrom units or nanometers. 1 angstrom is equal 10 to the power minus 8 centimeters, whereas 1 nanometer is equal 10 to the power minus 9 meters or 10 to the power minus 7 centimeters. This is first property, that is wavelength. Now second property, that is number 2, velocity of light. Velocity of light Velocity of light means the distance that was traveled by a wave in 1 second is said to be velocity of light. The distance traveled by a light wave in 1 second is said to be velocity of light. Generally, in vacuum or in air, this electromagnetic wave, whatever the electromagnetic wave may be, it may be a radio wave or microwave or infrared radiation or visible light, whatever it may be, it travels 2.998 into 10 to the power 10 centimeters per second. 2.998 into 10 to the power 10 centimeters per second. Generally, we express it as 3.0 into 10 to the power 10 centimeters per second. Or it may also be represented as 10 to the power 8 meters per second. This is said to be velocity of light. Velocity of light means the distance traveled by a light wave in a unit time is said to be velocity of light. And third important property is frequency. Third important property is frequency. This frequency is denoted with a symbol nu. The symbol is said to be nu. Nu. Frequency means if this wave, electromagnetic radiation or light is moving, the waves will cross a fixed point. So, along the path of the light, the number of waves, when they are traveling, the number of waves that crossed a fixed point in a unit time is said to be frequency. Along the path of the light, at a fixed point, the number of waves that crossed, in a unit time is said to be frequency. Frequency is the number of waves that cross a fixed point along the path of the light. This number of waves that cross a fixed point will depend upon velocity of light as well as wavelength. So, frequency nu is equal to C by lambda. Frequency of light radiation nu is equal to C by lambda, where C is the velocity of light, whereas lambda is the wavelength. So if you know the lambda, you can calculate frequency, and if you know the frequency, you can calculate the lambda, because C is constant for any electromagnetic radiation. And the fourth property, this is third property, and fourth property is wave number. This is denoted with nu bar. Wave number or nu bar. Wave number means the number of waves that spread in 1 centimeter area is said to be wave number. Let it suppose, for example, if wave is moving like this, electromagnetic. So if this is the distance between 1 centimeter, so the number of waves that were present in the 1 centimeter area is said to be wave number. So wave number nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda, and lambda in centimeters. When lambda is expressed in centimeters, the inverse value of that lambda will be equal to wave number. Next, the fifth property is property of light is amplitude. Amplitude. Amplitude means the height of the crest or the depth of the trough is said to be amplitude. This is said to be amplitude, and this amplitude is denoted with psi, the symbol psi. This is known as amplitude. Let us do some problems basing